You guys really need to check this out. So check this out. I'm perusing the 3D printing websites as one does, and I was just searching the keyword antenna, and this showed up. This is from Brett H, I believe is the creator. Thank you to the creator of this. So what is this? This is a trailer hitch antenna mast mount. I printed this in PETG. I used 10 walls and 40% infill. Took about 6 hours and 40 minutes to print. I printed it face down like that, added supports for this guy, and just printed it when I went to bed, and when I woke up and it was done. You gotta buy these Velcro straps. These come on a roll. I think it was like $9. I bought the 16-foot roll, and it comes with these little buckles. So I cut 14-inch lengths of this, put the buckle in, and then that's how you are able to secure the mast. So as you can see, I brought a bunch of masts out with me to see if all of my masts will fit in this. The creator of this used kind of a smaller mast, but I have a sneaking suspicion that even this DX Commander 12 meter and my Spider Beams 12 meter mast will fit in here, but I brought a variety. So let's take a look and see what all we can do. So this is, I've been wanting something like this for a long time, a very long time. So I'm excited. Let's check it out. So we just take out our regular trailer hitch thing there, whatever that's called. And this guy goes in. He has it like the tall side going up, and it fits. I can just barely fit it. I might actually print another one of these and just cut it here and kind of Boolean mesh it and make it. Gosh, if it were like a ½ inch longer, it would be fine, but my little spike rod thing there will still fit in the first hole. So we're good, we're good. So let's start with the smallest mast, and we'll go up and see what all this can fit. So there's the POTA 33, and you just lash it on down. Gee, will this smaller one work? Yeah, I was worried there it might be too small, but that's working. You just Velcro them all down, and that's, I mean, it's not the most solid thing in the world, but you get an antenna on there, that should hold. Let's raise it up and see how she does. Yeah, buddy, look at that. All 10 meters of that baby, no problem. It's a little wobbly, right? But I don't have an antenna on it, and full disclosure, I'm not gonna put an antenna on it because I messed up my foot something fierce hiking through the trails here at Huntsville State Park about 5 days ago. I'm limping like crazy, but holds POTA 33, no problem. Now we got the POTA 33H, the heavy duty POTA 33 carbon fiber mast. Save, what do you get, double points at Gigaparts with code K at MRD or something like that? So yeah, if you want points at Gigaparts on these beautiful Explorer masts. So still got some wiggle. If you had a dipole though, to support the tops, like this thing wouldn't wiggle at all. This is legit. And the way I printed it, like I think that's gonna be legit. That's gonna be so legit. Now we've got the DX Commander Expedition 10 meter mast. This is a 10 meter fiberglass mast, handling it no problem. Same little bit of wiggle there, but man, it's holding it. It's holding it. So now we're just a little bit bigger in diameter than those 10 meter masts we were looking at. This is the TN07 fiberglass mast. I believe it's like 30 or 35 feet, I can't remember. We're starting to get a little bit bigger than what the actual radius for this can do, but I don't think that's going to be a problem even when we step up to a bigger mast. Let's find out. They say go big or go home. This is the Spider Beam 12 meter fiberglass mast, handling it no problem. Now obviously it does not actually fit inside the radius there, but it's still, there's some. Maybe the developer can make this a little bit wider. I don't know how, but it's beyond my abilities in a slicer. I don't do CAD, but it's holding it. It's holding it all the way up. Spider Beam, 12 meter mast, and actually the weight of this mast kind of makes it more secure because there's actually more downward pressure on the ground. But again, like, if you got a dipole connected to this, the legs of the dipole are gonna help stabilize that. I don't think I'd worry. Like, I would use this backed up to a parking spot, just like I am. Say you don't have any room, with a linked end fed half wave, take off the 40 meter stuff, just run 20 as a vertical right up there. Your transformer will sit a few feet above, well, a few feet above my car anyway, and you could just rock as a vertical just like that. That's so freaking cool. All right, we got one more mast to test. Now for my last trick, ladies and gentlemen, is a mast that I love very much, but it's a mast that I don't use much because it doesn't fit in my drive-over mast mount. It is the one and only DX Commander 12 meter fiberglass mast. This fits, I mean, it's pretty much the same diameter as the Spider Beam, but doesn't perfectly fit in there, but it's still holding. It's still holding, no problem. Look at it in all its big, black, girthy, long glory. 12 meters of DX Commander. Oh, you gotta love it. Let's give it a little wiggle. So like the top, you know, let's get her shaking there, right? Not doing much down here at all, right? So what happens up there doesn't happen down here. So I'm pretty confident that this thing, I mean, depending on the filament you use, I just use PETG. You could use an even stronger filament and might even be, I don't know, a little stronger. This is the first time I've used it, so time will tell as to how strong this actually is. Totally built for like small, lightweight antennas, not built for the stuff we're throwing at it at all. But I'm like, God, I want this thing. I printed it. I bought these things. I made it. I'm out here doing POTO over there with Caitlin, and just wanted to make this video. So thank you, Brett H., I believe it is, for creating this. This is freaking awesome. You solved a huge problem. And for us 3D printing nerds, we get to 3D print yet another thing for ham radio. So that's awesome. Links in the description. I'll also leave the pinned comment where you can download the STL to this. If you find this helpful, just put a thank you in the comments to let the designer of this know that we are grateful. Thank you. My name is Mike, K at MRD. We'll see you next time on Ham Radio Tube 73.